Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I like to make poblano chicken. This is how we do it. I've got a screaming hot pan in here. We're going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil. All right, to that we're going to put about a pound and a half of chicken. Whoa, that scared me. Okay, now that these pieces have cooked, we're going to add about 1/3 to 1/2 cup of chopped onion. In there. I'm going to add, about a 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup of chopped bell pepper. You can do more or less to taste. I just happen to have one about that size and it didn't make any sense to, save a little tiny bit of it, so. And I have some roasted poblano peppers. Now, these have been frozen since, but they were roasted, chopped, and then processed. So if you see little ice crystals on there, that's why. It's so I can make this dish and show y'all. And I'm adding about, probably about a 3/4 cup maybe of that. When it all melts down, it might be more like a half, but we'll see. I might add some more anyway. Break those up a little bit. Oh, it smells delicious and delightful and amazing. All right. Let's let those get happy for a minute. While those are getting happy, I'm going to add a sprinkle of some chicken bouillon. Mine is in the powdered form. I like it better, but if you have better than bouillon from the fridge, that's fine too. Let's see where we're at. Tablespoon and a half, maybe 2. And some coarse, what am I doing wrong? I'm going to add some coarse black pepper. This is all to taste. I kind of like mine a little peppery, so I'm going for probably about a 1/2 tablespoon. If you got little ones that don't like all the spice and the pepper, you can adjust that as you want. And if you've never had poblanos before, they are amazing. They're not real hot usually. They're not real hot usually. And they go great with a lot of dips and sauces and meals like this. But we're gonna balance this out here in just a second. All right, let that kind of. All right, now we're gonna add about 1/2 box of bowtie pasta. I have a 12-ounce box, so we're gonna do about 1/2 of that. And add milk, just enough to cover. So probably about there. Let me see where we're at when I get the noodles in there. Because those noodles are going to soak it up quite a bit. All right. All right, we're going to leave that there, let it simmer until those noodles are getting pretty soft. Then we're going to add in our cheese. See you in a minute. Our pasta has reached the al dente stage. This is the perfect time because we don't want it to get too mushy. Set this over here. Alrighty, give it a quick stir. Make sure it's not stuck on the bottom. Okay. And now we're going to add 8 ounces of chopped queso blanco. This is just in the block. It's about 1/2 of a package. So I'm just going to add that in here. Gently chop those up. I like to put them into little cubes just so that it melts a little bit faster and smoothly. So here we go. Just going to add that in there. It's going to help thicken it up, make it a little bit more cheesy, and bring the whole plate together. Because I'm telling you, nothing beats that queso and poblano mix. Oh, woo! Just gonna let that simmer real quick with that in there. There we go. This is really a nice warm fall meal if you like to have that. It really doesn't take too long. Really, the longest part is waiting for the noodles to cook. Try this in your Instapot. Let me know how it turns out. I have not done that with this dish, but I've heard that it works quite well. There we go. Now it's starting to get real thick. It's starting to get all gooey in there, which is what we want. Just a couple of pockets of cheese. I like these one-pot wonders, especially in the fall when you're busy and everyone's screaming at you because they're hungry. But really, if you do the prep work ahead of time, it's just toss, 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 toss. You're pretty much done. So really no time at all. Makes it an awesome meal. Okay, let me just check for any pockets. Cheese. This is a little bit saucier than I normally have it. That's a-okay if you like it this saucy. You can, use some dipping bread for it. Or if you want to thicken it up with a little bit of flour and water, or flour and milk to make it a little bit thicker, you can absolutely do that too. It will thicken a little bit more when it cools and stands, so don't overdo it, because then it's going to end up turning into a gelatinous mess, and that's just not good. So that is completely up to your preference. And I'm going to dish this up and take a bite. Okay. All right, let's see how we did. Woo! I'm telling you, this is so addicting. You're not gonna even want to share with your family. This is so good. There's just the perfect melody of that sweet or the salty and the, well, I guess there's kind of sweet in there. You've got your salty, you've got your creamy, you've got your protein, and then of course you have your starch. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Let me know in the comments below if you tried it or if you made any adjustments. I'd love to hear how it turned out for you. Have a good one. I'm gonna go eat this.